and welcome to my YouTube channel, Winging It, demos and reviews and other stuff. Today I have my, as usual these days, my friend Rickard Lainegard.
What you meant to say, your wingman.
Oh, my wingman, yeah, he's my wingman. When it comes to gear, at least. Women, I don't know.
I'm your provider when it comes to gear.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been 2 years, I think, since we did anything.
Yeah.
Or 1.5 years.
We had a pesky pandemic on our hands.
Yeah, and laziness struck.
Exactly.
But now
We're back. And what do we have today?
Yeah, we got the Mark Raw Dawg Air Gales Amplifier shootout.
Yeah. Because we hadn't seen one of these shootouts at all online, so we thought, well, we had one each. Matthias has the original 250 watts, and here is the newer one, the 60 watt version, smaller head. Same preamp topology tube, but different power stages. But as you will see, we've set them up pretty similar in this small one. Spoiler alert, is actually louder than the larger one.
Yeah, absolutely. On 12 o'clock
Yeah.
it was.
So that's pretty crazy. I mean, it's hard to find demos of these, but there's a lot of guys using it. I saw the new tour with Corey Wangsters.
Yeah.
Corey Wang, uses two of these ones, the 250 ones, but with the new design with the Marshall-esque knobs.
Yeah.
So they're pretty popular for pedal aficionados.
Yeah, and I think it's splendid for just that. You know, the clean sound, it takes pedals extremely well.
Yeah.
And as for it's a Class D amplifier in it, a power amp in it, it sounds quite tubey.
Yeah, it does.
And it's me and another friend compared it to another amplifier. I'm not gonna say which one it was, but he had ordered a new amplifier, tested this one against that one, and it was a tube amplifier in a little more expensive than this one. And he is like, nope, going back.
Yeah.
So
I think to my ears, this is pretty much based off of his 2-rock.
Yeah,
he used to use, because before moving to Mark, he was an avid 2-rock user.
Yeah.
And I think this captures that tone. Maybe not so much the clean, per se, but it definitely takes pedals similar to a 2-rock amp.
Yeah.
To my ears, because I played a lot of 2-rock and owned a lot of 2-rock, and I really recognize the way it handles drive pedals.
Yeah.
So I think that's something they had in the back of their heads, at least when they designed it. So.
Yeah.
So let's see how it sounds, shall we?
Absolutely.
We'll start out with the original, the OG Raw Dawg 250.
Yeah. Clean.
Yeah.
Outplay a Telecaster. Not more to say about that.
Pickups.
Yeah, pickups. She's a Jerry Donahue thingy from Seymour Duncan, and then a twisted Tele neck pickup from Fender, which I newly installed in this one. Fixed it myself. I have to.
Good man.
On my
good
shoulder.
Man.
Yeah.
And I'm playing my Fibonacci Basic Jazz. I've had some Fit 708 PRS pickups. Just installing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick private shootout later between some PRS guitars and this, and see how much of the Manic are in the pickups or not. So
yeah, I'll just play some chords to sound, show how it sounds.
Yeah. So let's, through the magic of editing, go to the smaller head, shall we?
Yep. And for the 60 version, 60 watt version, yeah.
Right. Thoughts?
Well, I'm so nervous playing guitars at the same time, so but I think it sounds pretty similar.
Yeah.
The 60 watt version has a little less bass, That's what I could define out of my playing and trying to listen at the same time.
Yeah, I mean this is they're all set 12 o'clock, all the knobs. So and straight out the box, I think the 60s, as you said, a little bit less bass and also a little bit more high end.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit harder sounding.
Yeah.
In the attack, perhaps. Probably, I mean that's basically the power amp doing its thing, I guess. The EQ should be the same. So.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to match them a little bit closer, maybe a little more bass, a little bit treble on this one.
Yeah.
But just if we turn on the treble a little bit and turn off the bass a little bit, let's see how that sounds. Yeah,
Perhaps more closer.
Yeah, I mean there are minute twists and turns here, so it might just be pot tolerances or whatever. I mean, we're like
Absolutely.
from 12 o'clock to 11:35 basically, so it's not a lot.
Small adjustment.
Yeah. So should we try some dry pedals maybe?
Yeah, we can do it.
And should we try some cleans with this one?
Yeah,
first?
absolutely.
So should we? We'll start out the 60 and go back to the 250 this time. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Warm and full.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's switch over to 250.
Yeah.
So 250. Yeah. I have to say for cleans, personally, I prefer the 250.
Yeah.
It's warmer, but still has that glassy top end. This feels a little bit, I'm not sure how to say, but it's a little bit like a frying pan. There's some sort of hardness to the tone.
It's harder, and I think it's because this is my, in Sweden we call it killgissa, which is a word I hate. But this is my thought that it's, as we mentioned, the 61 feels louder and at like 12 o'clock. Yeah. And I think it's because they have maxed out like more of the gain into the power amp.
Yeah.
And that takes away some of the softness from the preamp. Yeah, that's my unprofessional thought about it. Because that's what I think makes it harder. Like a little bit harder in the sound. And we should say...
But I mean, in a live situation, I wouldn't hear the difference. You can feel the difference when you play it, for sure.
Yeah.
There is a feel difference.
Yeah. And I should say, we're playing both amplifiers when we're testing it through this Marshall cabinet, 2x12 with the V-type, Celestian V-types, which I think sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Both
on overdrives and clean.
I mean, those are really good speakers. I mean, everyone from Michael Lander to Europe's Jon Norum uses them, so they're good for a wide variety of music.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of like manufacturers now when they're newer amplifiers, like Sir has some V-types in them. Yeah. Some Fenders come with the A-type, which is a more American type of, but the same.
Swedish boutique amp builder John Olsen amps uses the neodymium versions of this as well. So, well, let's try some drives, shall we?
Yeah.
How about switching over to you over there and going for a King of Tone?
Yeah.
This is set to the highest gain setting, but we'll back the gain off a little bit on it.
And we'll see what I will play. I will fiddle diddle some.
Yeah, and try the same thing for the 60.
Exactly the same thing, note for note. And now with the 60 watt version,
Yep.
some twiddly. I'm not gonna play note for note.
Sounds great.
It sounds great, feels great to play, but a little different.
Yeah, I
how
think
it
this
compresses.
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually prefer this one with the Overdrive pedals. It sounds a little bit like there's more punch to it.
Yeah.
Like a little bit, maybe almost like you have a slight parallel compression in front of it.
Yeah.
I like this with the single voice at least.
Yeah, we should try with the
humbuckers.
I just want to try with the neck pickup a
Yep.
little bit to hear how it takes what I like to do on a Telecaster with
Do it.
like a Strat sound.
Wing it.
What I want to do, but in a Telecaster. Yeah,
Wing it, Magister.
Yeah. A little key change that for the kids to point out.
Alright.
It feels great.
Yeah.
And I think the lack of bass is not the right word, but that it's a little bit less bass makes it great.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get that woofy low end with the Overdrive pedals. It just punches the right frequencies.
Yeah.
Really good match with the King of Tone, I must say.
Yeah.
Really cool. So
It's a King of Tone clone, we have to
King
say.
of Tone clone, yeah, we have to say.
We
can't afford a real
No. Let's hear it with some basic jazz guitar. I heard a little dog man in there.
Yeah.
King Sax tribute. Because that's a t-shirt.
Yeah. Really good as well. Tight,
Yeah.
defined.
Yeah.
Let's try it with the original. Right. Yeah, more woof on this one.
Absolutely. And we haven't done any like tweaking on that
No.
one. It's 12 o'clock and
Yeah.
everything. So we could. I think this is a bass.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Closer.
Absolute closer.
Yeah. I think that's a sweet spot for this head.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's next? We're gonna try to up the gain with a more high gain pedal. I brought this new Shootout Duality.
Yeah.
This is sort of a two-stage overdrive. It's a vintage side and modern side, but we'll go for the modern side for the high gain stuff, I think.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. All right. So some duality, modern side.
Boy
Yeah.
can play.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Some P90s maybe?
This
taste
will
of
feel-
P90s.
This will feel like a beginner. A little tuning, perhaps.
Tuning break.
Yeah.
Let's try the stacked King of Tone sound, shall we?
Yeah.
Go for it.
And you're stacking.
No, this is off now. Now we're doing both sides of the King of Tone.
Yeah.
Stacked.
Can I tune first? Yeah. So, what are we doing now? With a little bit more tuned guitar?
Yeah.
And
we're
the-
doing the King of Tone clone.
Yeah.
Both sides stacked. Real nice.
Yeah.
Let's try it on the 61.
And the same thing with this one. We have a noise gate engaged just to get out of the hum situation with P90s and higher gains. So
Man, that sounds good.
yeah.
It's once again prefer the 60 for gain pedals.
Yeah.
I do.
Same here.
I do. Let's see.
Same here. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's your
Tight, really meaty.
Yeah, and you played some Darkness there.
Yep.
I saw a clip of them today. Sounded phenomenal.
They're
still.
good band,
Yeah.
live band.
And it sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it sounds really, really good. We noticed now, when we're changing the things, that the 61 hums a little bit more.
It's barely audible. I mean, when we sit here
Yeah.
in a quiet room, but you wouldn't hear it on stage. At
No.
all. But you would hear it in the studio when it's quiet, not when you play.
Yeah, but nothing
knows?
to, when you're recording,
Yeah.
you won't
I
hear
mean,
it.
a normal tube amp would hum way more, we should say that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely.
It's just that this one is dead quiet. This has
Yeah.
a little bit of hum.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Well, I'm very happy with that we did a comparison.
Yeah?
We have one more thing to do.
I would say that just, a lot of people I think are hesitant of this one because of the 60 watt marking.
Exactly.
But I mean, this is hella loud.
Yeah. And we're gonna do that now because I have a drum kit here in my studio. So we'll do like only with a room microphone on my Zoom new camera Q2 blah blah blah, which has also been the sound for the guitar here.
Yeah.
The vocals is our voices are done with another microphone, but we'll do it in a room situation. We'll set up the camera so it can like between the drums and the amplifier, and we'll test the 60 watt.
Yeah.
So people can hear that it's plenty loud.
Yeah.
And it's.
I mean, by the way, this is a 8-ohm cab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it should be said that this is marked for 60 watt at 4 ohms and 50 watt at 8 ohms.
Yeah.
And it's still louder than the 250 head. And this is more of a, the 250 head is marked as, I think, 250 at 4 ohms and like
150.
Yeah. So it's definitely different power stage. This doesn't almost have the effect, which is normal with solid state power amps.
Yeah.
So I think they done a good upgrade with this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think that the 250 is louder when you're cranking it, because you get like everything in there, but we'll see.
Well, we can't really max them out because that would clip the mics something fierce. So I mean, at 12 o'clock, both of these are loud enough for gigging live.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely.
So
we'll just make a short clip after this, and I have to thank Rickard Rickard, as we say in Sweden, because he's a fantastic dude to have on these situations, because he knows gear more than I. I don't know nothing. I'm like Jon Snow. I know nothing. And you can follow his YouTube channel. Not a lot of activities there, but we'll see some soon.
Yeah, I mean there's been the old pedal demo for Suit and some amp demos, but that's basically all I've done the entire pandemic and stuff since. So, but I'm actually building a new studio room as we speak, and when I'm moved out into that space, I think I will be able to crank out a little bit more. I have a lot of kids running around and students inside the house. It's just it's not an optimal situation for recording.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I got my studio, and I'm moving into that door soon, which will be perfect for me. So you'll see more of me, and perhaps more of you in this setting and your own setting.
Yeah, and Richard Lainegard is the channel.
Exactly. I'll link it down below.
So let's jam.
Yeah.